welcome back to my curry workshop. So today I'll be cooking another of Derbydave's fantastic curry spice blends. So I'm going to be cooking Dave's butter chicken special blend. Oh wow. Anybody new to Derbydave's spice blends? It's got a whole range available online. I've done a few videos, I've been doing all of them over time. Dragon Madras, Ceylon, Vindaloo, there's Booners, there's Keemas, there's Kormas. Yeah, fantastic spice blends. Today's recipe, 3 easy steps. First step, marinate the chicken. Second step, prepare the gravy. Third step, bring it all together into a dish. So here goes, let's have a look at the ingredients. Okay, so ingredients for the marinated chicken. We have 2 medium chicken breasts diced into bite-sized pieces. And we're going to add to that 5 tablespoons of natural yogurt and 2 teaspoons of Dave's butter chicken special blend. We'll go in with the 5 tablespoons of natural yogurt. 1, 5. And then I'm going to add the 2 teaspoons of butter chicken blend. Those level onto the yogurt. 2. Stir the blend into the yogurt. Once you're happy it's stirred in enough, then stir into the chicken. That's the chicken evenly coated, so now place it on the lid, pop into the fridge for ideally up to 2 hours, longer if you have. Okay, so the final set of ingredients required to bring the full dish together will be going into the frying pan with 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And I'll be infusing the oil with 2 crushed green cardamom pods. When you crush them, it just allows these seeds to come out into the sauce. It's very nice. About approximately a 10cm piece of Cassia Bark. My aromatics are from Dave's Mixed Aromatics. Lovely stuff. Mace in there. Definitely recommend you purchasing some of those. Point will be adding in the marinated chicken and the tomato gravy from the previous steps. Bringing that to temperature. We'll add in 3 teaspoons of Dave's butter chicken special blend. That's 5 in total for the full dish. Adding in a teaspoon of garam masala. Optional, 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder if you require it to be slightly hotter, or 2 green chilies. Adding in a teaspoon of white sugar. I don't have any brown sugar, it should be brown. A teaspoon of salt or salt to taste. 100 grams of butter. Juice of half a lemon. 200 millilitres of single cream. And then we'll garnish with fresh coriander. So into the pan with 2 tablespoons of oil. Okay, so that's the oil through to temperature. Let's go in with the onions. And we'll cook those onions until they're nice and soft. The onions have been cooking for about 5 minutes now, so give them a stir. They start to soften up. That's a smell like the onions from hot dog stall, so let's give those 3 or 4 minutes and then we'll move on to the next step. So the onions are softened up nicely now, so I'm going to go in with 1 tablespoon of garlic paste. Stir that in and let the rawness cook out for about a minute. Wow, lovely aromas. I love that moment when the garlic goes in. Get the garlic nicely cooked through. So we're going to go in with the next ingredients. It's 4 cloves, a small grated carrot and 1 diced tomato. So the carrot and tomato come through to temperature now. Add in a little bit of water. 1, 2, that's boiling water. I'll place on the lid, drop the temperature a little, and allow that to simmer away for about 5 minutes, and then we'll have a look and see if we need to adjust the consistency. Let's have a quick look, see how it's getting on. Nice, starting to soften. Just going to add a little bit more water. Pop the lid back on. And leave to cook. Okay, so that's our final look. It's been simmering away for a good 5 to 7 minutes now. Yeah, that's everything nice and soft. So at this point, we're going to turn off the heat and allow the mixture to cool before blending. Once the tomato and onions have cooled, it's going to transfer into the blending jug. So in we go. Place on the lid. The reason for allowing the mixture to cool is to avoid any risk of scalds when blending. If you blend hot liquid, it can cause pressure which can bubble over and scald your hands, etc. So always allow time for it to cool. We may need to add a little water to help with the blending. Keep blending until the liquid is silky smooth. That should do it. Let's have a little look. Lovely taste of cloves coming through there. With 2 tablespoons of coriander, stalks finely chopped. That's 1, that's 2. We'll blend again until silky smooth. Nice, I don't want to over blend the coriander because it could become too green. Time to bring the dish together. So into the frying pan with 2 tablespoons of oil. I'll bring that to 4 in total. Oil starts to shimmer. We'll add in the 2 crushed green cardamom pods. Just split them open a little bit more, get the seeds out, and the approximately 10 centimetre piece of Cassia Bark. And allow them to infuse the oil for maybe 30-40 seconds. The aromas are now being released from the Cassia Bark and the green cardamom pods. That smells lovely, so I'm going to go in with the chicken. Start. So let the chicken come through to temperature and we'll cook for 10 minutes. Now that the chicken's bubbling nicely, I think I'm going to place in the lid just to help it steam and cook the chicken through. Oh wow, those aromas are just out of this world. Stir around. That's lovely. So it's been in there for about 10 minutes now. So we're going to add in the gravy from earlier. In we go. I'm just going to add a little bit of water into my blender, just so we don't waste anything. So at this point it's in with the spices. So 3 teaspoons of Dave's special butter chicken spice blend. 1, 2, 3. And Dave also said add in a teaspoon of garam masala. Helps it give it a more rounded taste at the end. What I'm not doing today, because it's the first time I've cooked this dish, is adding in Kashmiri chili powder. Dave says you can if you want it a little hotter, or add in 2 green chilies. Teaspoon of sugar, in we go, and the salt to taste. I'm just going to get a few twists of my grinder, and we'll stir it all in. Sauce is looking lovely and smooth, so we'll leave that now to come up to temperature. I'm going to place in the lid. Just have a look to check it's up to temperature. Yeah, simmering away nicely. So I'll do, lid back on. I'll now let that simmer away for 20 minutes. I'll check and stir occasionally and adjust the consistency of the gravy with a little hot water if required. So we've been cooking the chicken now for 20 minutes. I'll take the lid off. That looks lovely. See the oil separating, lots of little craters. Happy with the consistency of the gravy. So at this point we're going to add in the butter part of butter chicken. So there's 200 grams of butter there. So I've diced it up into little cubes. Just sprinkle those around. Get those to melt into the gravy. I feel like James Martin with this amount of butter. Stir that in. Once that's melting, so I don't know if you notice another frying pan's appeared, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to serve my dish today with an onion paratha. I got this from the supermarket today. So frozen, cooked straight from the freezer. It's about 3 to 5 minutes. I've done one of these before. I normally do the chapatis. So 1 pan, in it goes. Keep turning every 30 seconds or so. It should end up with a lovely paratha. The butter's nearly melted in now. At this point I'm going to turn the heat off. Squeeze in the juice of half a lemon. Catch any seeds, you don't want any seeds in there. So the reason for cooling the gravy down is to prevent the cream from curdling. So we're now going to go in with 200 millilitres of single cream. There we go. Give that a stir in. Once it's stirred in, we'll turn back on the heat and slowly bring it back up to temperature. What a lovely colour. Temperature back on. That's lovely now. That's through to temperature, simmering away nicely. We're ready to serve. Dish for 2, so I'm going to serve into a large bowl. Look at the colour. That is out of this world. Let's garnish with some cream. Very nice. And some fresh coriander. Now, doesn't that look great? Wow, I cannot wait to taste this. isn't that just gorgeous? Here goes, let's have a taste. And some chicken. Some that lovely, smooth, glossy, creamy gravy. Just when you thought it couldn't get any better. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is just out of this world. Dave, you've done it again. You've smashed it. Those paraffas are really good. They're from a supermarket. So if you liked my video today, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you all soon. Thank you. Bye.